What's going on, guys? This is Alex from Right Gaming, and in today's news we have Chris Lee, a veteran member of the team at 343 Industries, stepping down from Halo Infinite development. Don't forget to subscribe so you stay in the loop about the weekly gaming news, and let's begin. First of all, if you never heard of him, Chris Lee is a long-time executive at 343 Industries. This studio is the one responsible for the Halo game franchise at Microsoft. Chris was with the team ever since 2008 and even filled the boots of executive producer back with Halo 5. In a recent article on Bloomberg, Microsoft announced that Lee will no longer be working on the team, though he stays a Microsoft employee. He is simply being relocated to a different project. In the article, Lee says to Bloomberg, "I have stepped back from Infinite and am looking at future opportunities." He goes on to comfort fans that, "I believe in the team and am confident they will deliver a great game, and now is a good time for me to step away." Why is this so important? Well, Lee's departure is only one of several high-profile departures that occurred throughout the development process of Halo Infinite. Lee himself was appointed as studio head of 343 Industries in 2017 after the departure of the previous studio head, Dan Ayoub, who was also not fired but mysteriously relocated to work on mixed reality projects somewhere else at Microsoft. And it goes to show how troubled is the development of this game. Back on July 23rd this year, Xbox hosted a game showcase where the star of the show was supposed to be Halo Infinite. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. The internet was outraged. The graphics are mediocre, the enemy types are largely the same as all these years throughout the franchise, and the only substantial addition to gameplay was the semi-open world and a lame grappling hook. Originally, Halo Infinite was scheduled to release alongside Xbox's next-generation consoles, as a launch title. But such a reaction from players was largely the reason for Microsoft to delay the release of the game. Now that we factor in this story, it is possible to see the bigger picture. Lee's departure is potentially a result of a new rearrangement of the team working on the game. Microsoft is really concerned with this big franchise and are trying their best to get it right. When we include a couple other developments at 343 Industries, we can reinforce this theory. Lee's departure also happens right around the time that a longtime Halo developer and writer, Joseph Staten, was brought back on board, now acting as a project lead for the single-player portion of the game. And Pierre Hintz, another veteran who worked both for PlayStation and Square Enix, was brought to lead the development of the multiplayer portion of the game. But wait, there is more! 343 Industries saw a lot of high-profile departures during the development of this game. How about Mary Olson in October of last year, 2019, an executive producer who spent 7 years working at 343 and rose through the ranks? Or how about Team Longo, a creative director that worked at 343 for 6 years and then left a month before Olson? This creates a suspicious and quite scary picture, to be honest. Some might even go as far as to say that Halo Infinite is stuck in some sort of development hell. But I say there is hope. Since Xbox got so close to finally releasing the game and even went as far as to show the game to the public, means that the game was very close to the final stages of development, after many changes and improvements throughout the development cycle. And now that Joseph Staten was added to the project, we can assume that he will only be tweaking the story bits, and we might expect some gameplay additions. But the bulk of the game already exists, and they do not have to remake it from the ground up. So we cannot quite call it a development hell, as the game has been set on track and seems to be developing just alright at the moment. So to wrap this all up, we must understand what stands at the core of Microsoft's decision here. The franchise's face. Halo is such an important asset for Xbox in the console war that they cannot afford to release another meh game in the series. The next Halo has to be great and blow everybody away, and they are willing to go to any lengths now in order to make this happen. And this is it for today. Thank you everybody for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video and consider subscribing for more content. This was Alex, and I'll see you next time.